Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Women of a Promiscuous Nature by Donna Everhart. Little is known about the American Plan, which in the early part of the 1900s was intended to protect American soldiers in particular from women who were doing some salacious acts. But instead of just sending some away, others who didn't fit the mold were also sent away to places where they were supposed to be treated and put back into society in a better way. But these places became more like prisons than care centers, and the women sent there were not always ones who might be expected. Anyone who didn't fit the mold, who had different things in their life than what a traditional woman was supposed to be doing, were often those targeted. And what happened behind the closed doors were things that people were not really able to talk about. And on both sides of the equation, there were those who really thought that they were helping others and those who were being mistreated just as a result of who they were. And both things together made this time in American history one that is a little bit cloudy and one that is getting some light shed on it in this story. This historical fiction novel is told from three perspectives. You have one who is the superintendent of this location where all these women are being sent, and she truly believes that she's doing good by having these women there and caring for them and making them better. And then you have two women who have been sent to this location, one who's 15 as a result of some behavior of her father, and the other who simply chooses to live her life on her own. But neither of them fits the traditional appearance of what an American woman should be like, and therefore they both find themselves in this location. As you're going through the story, it is difficult to read in parts. There's definitely some graphic descriptions of some things that are happening, and also the characters themselves are battling with some really strong feelings and emotions, which are natural in this sort of situation. Because this time in history does not have a whole lot of recorded evidence, there have been some creative liberties taken with this story, but it still invites readers to really think critically about how this occurred, the eugenics movement behind it, and how it might have affected humans going forward. So even though this did happen in the early 1900s, there are ripple effects into the present day. Because this is told from different perspectives, readers have a sense of how each character is going into their story, how they are navigating the difficulties that they face, and their motivations in general. And because one of the characters is a 15-year-old, there may be some 15-year-olds and older teens that will find this book to be really eye-opening as well. Definitely best for a mature audience, though. Really great for a book club because there's a lot to discuss, not only within the book, but also outside of it as well. So if you've got a group of people that likes to explore some of the little-known sides of history, this is well written. It is a contemplative story that readers will find themselves thinking about long after it ends, and also just considering all the ways in which people who don't fit a certain societal expectation are often marginalized in some pretty traumatic ways. So it is more written for an adult audience, but some more mature young adult readers with an interest in historical fiction may find this book to be appealing to them as well. If this sounds like a great fit for you or for someone you know, I hope you look for it wherever you get your books.